How to set up shipping on Shopify. Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys step by step on how you can get started with setting up shipping on your Shopify store. Now, before you can get started with launching your store and actually publishing your store, you need to ensure that it's fully functional. So one of the major parts of the functionality of your store is going to be your shipping and how you can set that up. So let's get started. Now, whenever you're adding products, obviously for different stores, you're going to have different types of products. And when you add a product, you can scroll down and you can see the shipping option. This allows you to add a physical product and you can add the weight of the product. If your shipping is going to be based upon the weight of products, if you're selling large ticket items like home decor or furniture items, then you want to ensure that you're adding the correct weights over here. And if you have a country or region of origin, you can add that over here as well. Now, this is the only thing you have to do under the product section. Otherwise, you can jump right back into your Shopify dashboard and click on settings on the bottom left. Once you click on settings on the bottom left, you will find a section called shipping and delivery. Click on this over here and then you will see your general shipping rates. Below that, you also have expected delivery dates as well as local delivery, pickup in store, and delivery customizations. You have your saved packages as well as third-party calculated rates. Now, if you are on a premium plan on Shopify, you can easily use their third-party calculated rates. So whatever third-party that you're using, whether it's UPS or any other delivery service, you can just have those rates be imported directly from estimations provided by those delivery providers. However, if you want to add your own shipping rates, which I like to do, I like to go into general shipping rates over here. Now, one thing you're going to note is that the fulfillment location is going to be different. So if you're shipping your product in multiple different countries and the shipping is different accordingly, then you're going to be adding different shipping zones. So this is my domestic shipping. We can click on add shipping zone and add another zone over here as well. But this is going to be only for this particular country. And then I can choose my standard shipping. I'm going to delete this standard shipping and then it will show me no rates. Customers in this zone won't be able to complete checkout. Then I'm going to click on add rate and I'm going to be choosing one of these two options. Either I can use a carrier or app to calculate rates, or I can use a flat rate as well. I'm going to be calling this custom and the rate name is going to be standard shipping, and then the price for this is going to be $150. Or let's say 200. Then I can click on add conditional pricing. Now, if the weight of the items is really high, so if you're doing furniture items or home decor items, you can base your shipping based upon the weight of the product. You can also base it upon the order price. So let's say that the minimum price needs to be 100 for people to qualify for this standard shipping. Then we can also set up a maximum price. So standard shipping would only be applied throughout this particular price range. However, I'm not going to be doing that. I'm just going to be setting up a standard domestic shipping because my products are relatively consistently sized, so they're all just makeup products, and I can add the rate. After that, I have international shipping. I'm going to delete this zone altogether. The reason for that is different regions are going to have different shippings. So I'm going to save this and I'll show you guys how you can add your international shippings. To do that, go into markets on the left and then you're going to click on create market on the top right. Once you do that, you can add individual markets. Let's say I'm shipping products in Dubai and UAE. Obviously, it's pretty much the same thing. But if I am shipping products to, let's say, Mexico and Japan, obviously the shipping rates are going to be different because those are two destinations or two places which are very far apart. So I'm going to be calling this my, let's say, North America or America, and then I'm going to include multiple different countries here. Within this, I'm going to go into my specific regions and I'm just going to be searching for the United States. I can scroll down over here and select them by myself. So I want to include Mexico, United States, as well as Canada because they're all in the same continent, and this is going to be my America shipping. After that, I'm going to be choosing if I want to apply this shipping to all of my particular regions or all of my particular products. So this is going to go for all of my products, and then I'm just going to click on save. Once I do that, I can click on manage shipping over here and actually add the shipping rate. So I'm going to click on my general shipping rates again, scroll down, and then you're going to click on over here and we're going to click on our shipping, add our shipping zones, add more countries and regions to our markets. So over here we have our market. I'm just going to click on over here and then proceed with rates for domestic, start shipping to more regions, add our shipping, which we can do shipping and delivery, local delivery, delivery packages, third party, and then shipping documents. And then I can add a certain profile name for certain products where the products might be fragile, so those might be priced higher when it comes to shipping. So we're just going to click on over here. We have our fulfillment location, and then we're going to add our secondary shipping zone. And the secondary shipping zone is going to be called North America, where we have United States, Mexico, and Canada. And I'm just going to be calling this America. And then I'm going to click on done, click on save, and my second shipping zone will be created. Once I've done that, it's time to click on add rate and I can add my rate. So let's say the rate for this is going to be 2,000, and then I'm just going to be calling this my standard North America shipping. And then I'm just going to click on done over here and then click on save. And just like so, we've set up shipping for both domestic as well as international customers. Now, another really important thing to note is that you want to add your shipping policies within your footer in Shopify before you're launching your store. So to do that, you can just click on your settings on the bottom left, then scroll down and then click on policies. Once you click on policies over here, you're going to click on shipping policy. And then you're going to write your policy. Within your shipping policy, you want to include some key items, including the number of days when you are fulfilling orders, whether it includes business days or it includes the weekends as well. So how long after the product is fulfilled can customers expect the product to be delivered to their doorstep? Your shipping policy should also entail domestic as well as international shipping, so customers know the difference in timing that they should be expecting. And then this will be added to your footer. You don't need to do anything else for your shipping policies on Shopify. I hope you guys found this video helpful and you are now able to set up shipping on your Shopify store. So that was it for today. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you found them helpful, make sure to share them with someone you might think that may need these. Share them with your friends, with your family, with your cousins, and share them with any business partners that you might have. And it might help you guys a lot to know all of these techniques and to follow along. And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out other videos. And if you feel like some other video might be helpful to someone else, make sure to share our videos with your friends and family as well. And if you find that there is something missing, I will try to figure out a way to integrate more accurate content according to your needs onto the channel. So make sure to tell me if you find anything missing. So that was it for today. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will catch you guys in the next video.